ways of the cold, ways with no heart, ways of the world, ways of the war, ways of the cold, ways with no heart,
ways of the world, ways of the war,
ways of the cold,
ways with no heart, ways of the world, ways of the war, ways of the cold, ways with no heart.
Looking for cure, all kind of remedies, knowledge of self, and pay attention how you walk. It's survival of self, and when we're spoken to, it's just the works and bring forth wealth. So put it short, don't talk shit that you can handle yourself. Cold world, that is ground fair with a lot of cool cats, and you be missing a lot of those who felt short to react. Take heed, absorb instruction like when thirst off right. No, I lead and not to follow ways, cause safer than night. Use my little man, I love you more than I can stand. So even if I'm gone, you never take your dad for granted. Lands, working till it hurt 50 grand. Humble at accurate with flows of an acrobat created for the all to relate. All we in the same chain of this game. Tight length vision, that picture it in frame. Let it rain, let it rain. Here today, be here for tomorrow. Granted like words and scriptures for you to follow, my man. Here today, be here for tomorrow. Granted like words and scriptures for you to follow, my brah. Here today, be here for tomorrow. Granted like words and scriptures for you to follow, my seed. Here today, be here for tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow, tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow.
Ways with no heart.
Here today, be here for tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, no heart.
Here today, be here for tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow, tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow. Here today, be here for tomorrow.
Ways with no heart. Ways of the world. Ways of the war. Ways of the cold. Ways with no heart. Ways of the world. Ways of the war. Ways of the cold. Ways with no heart. Ways of the world. Ways of the war. Ways of the cold. Ways with no heart. Ways of the world. Ways of the war.
This is hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go!
Long time, shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2. Pick it. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2. Pick it, baby girl.
What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up?
Welcome back to the show. Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
Or play a role, tell all the boys, I'll keep it low. If I say no, would
You talk about fine.
or play me off, or would you stay up? Don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again.
Happy Woman Wednesday. Happy Woman Wednesday. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Don't forget, today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, following me, the Jeff Fox Show, coming to you live from Miami, Florida. Following Jeff Fox at 2 p.m. Eastern Time is Cooking with the Microwave. My man John Fisher, Patty Cake Microwave. And then tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, the Wait a Minute Show by my man Jelani. All live today and tonight. Yeah. All live on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. I want to jump back into the chat and read some of these messages. Y'all cats done started back up with this hip-hop talk. So we'll get back to some messages, man. But last night, Kyle Lowry scored 22 points, including the clinching basket with less than 10 seconds to play. And Toronto beat the Milwaukee Bucks 106-100 on Tuesday night, evening their first-round playoff series at 1 game apiece. DeMar DeRozan had 23 points. Serge Ibaka had 13 of his 16 in the second half. And Jonas Valanciunas had 10 points and 10 rebounds for the Raptors, who improved to 5-1 when playing Game 2 of the playoff series on their home court. The Greek Freak, not even going to try to pronounce his name, had 24 points and 15 rebounds for the Bucks. Chris Middleton scored 20 points, and Greg Monroe had 18 points as well. Toronto went 5 for 23 from behind the three-point line in Game 1, but almost tripled its output in Game 2, finishing 14 of 29. Here's a quote: "They made more threes by halftime than they did in the whole game in Game 1. Bucks coach Jason Kidd say, "We've got to get those guys off the three. That helped them big time." Greek Freak missed 6 of his first 8 field goal attempts. His only made basket in the first quarter was a dunk. He finished with 7 assists as well. Up next, the teams play Thursday night in Milwaukee. So, I mean, there's a young team in the Milwaukee Bucks taking on in relative terms, a veteran team in Toronto Raptors with the playoff experience that they've got over the last couple of years. Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan been around for a long time. Serge Ibaka, a lot of playoff minutes playing for Oklahoma City, in his first part of his career. So they're going to have ups and downs. I think talent-wise, I think Milwaukee's the better team, but they're super, super young. So they're going to go up and down. They're going to have, big performances, and then they're going to have little lulls in the performance. I want to see them advance. I think Toronto's probably going to win this series, but I want to see Milwaukee advance. So they got an opportunity in Game 3 back in Milwaukee. Blake Griffin had 24 points, and DeAndre Jordan had a double-double, in the Clippers' 99-91 victory on Tuesday night that evened their playoff series at 1 game apiece. DeAndre Jordan finished with 18 points and 15 boards. Chris Paul had 21 points and 10 assists for the Clippers, who crushed the Jazz in the paint 60-38. Dominated them in the paint. Gordon Hayward led the Jazz with 20 points. Joe Johnson, whose floater at the buzzer gave them a 2-point win in Game 1, added 13 points off the bench. Utah closed within 3 points early in the third on a basket by Derek Favors, who started in place of Rudy Gobert. But it wasn't enough. They didn't have enough down in the middle protecting the basket. Up next, Game 3, Friday, is in Salt Lake City. But once again, last night, the Clippers evened the series 99-91 and beating the Utah Jazz. So tonight, you got the Atlanta Hawks, as mentioned earlier by my man 47, the 47 problem. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on NBA TV. They've got Hawks and Wizards. Why is that game on NBA TV? They got 3 games tonight. See that? Hawks don't even get no damn no respect in the playoffs. So I don't even think I got NBA TV. I got the Fire Sticks, and I don't have I got like a basic cable, as I've talked about last week. And so I don't think I have NBA TV. One of the Stewies sent me some ideas on how I can get a lot more programming, but the feds might be listening, so I don't want to discuss it. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to go to a sports bar or something like that to check out this game. So Hawks take on the Wizards at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. The Thunder and the Rockets take on each other tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Houston leads the series 1-0. And then at 10:30 p.m., damn, a late start. 10:30 p.m., the Trailblazers take on the Warriors. So Trailblazers-Warriors on TNT, following the Thunder and the Rockets on TNT tonight as well. NBA playoffs. It's fantastic. NBA playoffs, fantastic. One other quick little basketball note before we jump back into the chat. On Spreaker.com, the New York Knicks lost a ping-pong ball tiebreaker to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even when it's not on the court, the New York Knicks still losing. Not even on the court, they still losing. You talk about a bunch of losers. The New York Knicks lost a ping-pong ball tiebreaker to the Minnesota Timberwolves on Tuesday and will fall behind them in the order if neither team lands in the top 3 during the NBA draft lottery. The Knicks and Wolves positions in the lottery to be held on May 16th. On May 16th, where were the highest positions determined during the tiebreakers Tuesday. Minnesota will be slotted 6th and the Knicks 7th after the lottery unless either team and or a team below them land among the top 3 spots. Okay? So bottom line is the New York Knicks, their organization, their GM, their owner, they suck. Even with ping pong balls. Even with ping pong balls. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, I'm that dude. I hate the New York Knicks. It's fine, though. It's okay. At least I'm honest about it. Despise the New York Knicks. I'm a Laker fan. I despise the Knicks. Why do the Knicks get so much love and conversation and, why they get so much love? They ain't done a damn thing in almost 50 years. Why are we talking about the freaking New York Knicks? So usually whenever there's a Knicks story that's negative, I actually, that's the time that I talk about the New York Knicks. When anything positive happens, I'm going to keep it real. When anything positive happens for the New York Knicks, I don't talk about that shit. Which is very far and few in between. Right, like that's an oxymoron. Good things happening to the Knicks are far and few between, so it's really not that big of a deal. Let me read some messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Good morning, Stewies. So Finance John E says Goody Mob and Outkast over the Woo and Public Enemy all day, and Happy Women's Wednesday to the ladies. From Thel Pay, bar for bar, PE ain't close to the level of Outkast. Ish ain't even worth comparing. Now, you're changing the conversation. Or maybe you didn't change the conversation. Maybe we were on two different pages. When I talk about the greatest hip-hop groups of all time, I'm not just talking about lyrics. If you're talking just lyrics, I co-sign. Outkast the best. I co-sign. Yeah. And let me walk that back a little bit. I'd have to think about it. There are a lot of great artists out there, but Outkast is pretty much damn near the top. And let's be honest about it. One rapper from that duo is far supreme than the other. Like, Andre 3000 is, eons ahead of Big Boy. No disrespect to Big Boy, but it's not even close as far as rhyme skills. So if you're talking just rhyme skills as far as groups, Outkast, off the top of my head, probably one or two or something like that. But if you're talking about historical contribution, legacy to the industry, to the culture, then Outkast does not compare with Public Enemy. They don't. Outkast does not compare with Public Enemy. They don't compare with Run DMC and relevance, once again, and taking hip-hop to the next level, and this message. If you're talking about the message, Outkast, Dre and Big Boy, very, very smart, very witty, intelligent rhymers. They are. But if you're talking about message, nobody can touch Public Enemy. Come on, man. I'm talking about two different things. My man Brian Hill kind of echoes what I'm saying. Brian Hill says musically Outkast got it. Now, if you're talking about their meaning to the culture, and he just left it blank, that's what I'm talking about. If you include, their entire body of work and what they mean to the culture, and it's not even close. Like you're talking about not even just groups. If you talk about the hip-hop culture, Public Enemy's probably in the top 2 or 3. And you talk about relevance to the industry and to the culture, it's not even close. From Dre Wells, I disagree, Doug. 3000 is better than Big Boy, but not by eons. Man, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I think Andre 3000, man, if you talk about individually, rhymers, lyricism, like Dre 3000, man, is just, he's phenomenal. One of my favorite verses, is the track that he did with UGK. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. At the beginning, man, when he just starts talking about this girl that he was going to marry, and he's sorry that he can't get with these other girls, this, that, and the other, because he loved this girl. Man, that first line, that first opening verse for Dre, and that song, was it Players Anthem? International Players Anthem? Yeah, here it goes right here.
So, I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. And then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Wetness all around me, true, but I'm no island peninsula, maybe.